Alright, we're going to look at some more of the same things we've been doing. We're going to overlap quite a bit of information. So there's that standard form of a parabola again, ax squared plus bx plus c. If a is positive, it opens up. If a is negative, graph opens down. The vertex point is that point of turnaround. It's the highest or the lowest point. The axis of symmetry is found by using the formula x equals negative b all over 2a. The vertex is found by taking that negative b over 2a value and plugging it in for the x value, so that way you can get your y. Your helper point, we're typically going to plug in 0, and then we'll get a y value, and then we're going to use that helper point to get our second helper point. And let's go ahead and get started on some of these problems. So as you see here, I have a bunch of different lines I'm going to fill in. We'll be able to fill in most of those rather quickly. So the vertex is going to be, or in the axis of symmetry, we're going to do negative b all over 2a to figure that out. So I end up getting negative 6 all over 2 times 3. That would be negative 6 over 6. So x is equal to negative 1. So my axis of symmetry is x equals negative 1. My vertex is negative 1 comma something. I'll figure out that value by plugging in my negative 1. So I end up getting negative 1 times negative 1 is 1, times 3 is 3, plus negative 6 plus negative 5. That gives me a value of negative 8. I know that because a is positive, it's going to open up. If it opens upward, that means it has a minimum. So the minimum value happens to be the height of the y, which is negative 8. So negative 1, negative 8 is right here. We know that all parabolas have domains of all reals. We know that this is opening up, so the range is y has to be greater than or equal to negative 8. My helper point can be figured out by plugging in 0. And when you plug in 0 up here, you get 0, 0, minus 5. So I know my helper point is 0, negative 5. So I'll go ahead and graph that. Your axis of symmetry is right here. So when we fold it in half, the other helper point will be directly across from it, the same distance away. So negative 2, negative 5 is the other second helper point. And then I can sketch the graph. In this next problem, I need to rewrite it first. So I'm going to add the 4 to both sides. So I end up with the equation y equals 1/2 x squared plus 4. Off to the side, I'll figure out my axis of symmetry. My b value is 0. My a value is 1/2. It still makes my axis of symmetry x equals 0. When I plug in 0 to my y value here, I get 0 plus 4, so my vertex is 0, 4. I know this is going to open upward. If it opens up upward, it means it's the minimum. The minimum value would be 4. The domain is always all reals. The range is that y can be no more than 4, so y has to be greater than or equal to 4. Or no more. It has to be at least 4. I said that wrong. My helper point, I can't put in 0 this time, so you're going to have to pick another value. I'm going to pick 2 just because of the fraction that's there of 1/2. So when I take and I plug in 2 in for my x value, I end up getting 1/2 of 4 plus 4. So that would be a 2. 1/2 of 4 is 2. 2 plus 4 is 6. So I'm going to say one of my helper points is 2, 6. 2 6's here. My other helper point would be directly across from it, equal distance, so I'll count out 2. It would be negative 2, positive 6. Negative 2, positive 6. And then I'll just sketch my picture.